The purpose behind the mobile Moodlab is to give people an experience of this connectedness between our emotions and our breath and our body, and really to give ourselves an experience of our bodies that's not medicalised or not being judged. It's your own experience of yourself and being alive. I've been presenting some of these artworks in installations in art galleries and in hospitals, and there's a lot of resources that goes into setting these things up, and I thought it'd be so much better if we could have a mobile exhibition where you just build it once and drive it around to different locations. I'm also really committed to engaging audiences who may not normally go to art galleries and museums. The Mobile Moodlab is really the culmination of 15 years of my exploration of biofeedback art, and it combines two projects I've been working on. The Bright Hearts research with Dr Angie Morrow at Kids Rehab at the Children's Hospital Westmead, and a work called the Heart Library project.
George's work really lent itself to applications in the health sphere because his artworks are body-powered, and so there was that potential there to use that artwork to help people explore their own bodies, and from there we carried it on to look at using biofeedback to help children control their own anxiety and pain. Biofeedback is a process whereby you get a signal or information about a process going on in your body that you wouldn't usually be aware of. So, for example, heart rate is something very common.
Do you remember Marcia from last time?
The reason biofeedback is useful in this setting is because it can help train people to actually influence their own bodies and to control things that are going on in their own body that they wouldn't usually have control of. So in the case of pain and anxiety, we know that your heart rate increases when you're anxious or when you're in pain. And when you're relaxed or calm, your heart rate decreases.
So this is an interactive artwork, and it's being controlled by changes in your heart rate. What we're going to explore is ways you can lower your heart rate from wherever you are right now, just to see how much you can slow it down with the power of your imagination and breath. And as you can slow down, you'll see that reflected in the sounds and the visuals as well. So this sound we can hear now, that's your heartbeat.
What has been the common responses when people are on this bed?
There's just a general sense of wonder and relaxation and immersion, but also occasionally some stress or anxiety that they can't control as much as they might like to. But I think people just find it fascinating to experience the body and the heartbeat with these sounds and images. Let's allow that feeling of warmth and softness and relaxation to move through your body as you're exhaling very slowly. And we'll see how those sounds and colours gradually change. So I think there's a really important connection and relationship between art and mental health. And art is really so much about how we make sense of and share what it is to experience being alive and all the different qualities and dimensions of that.
So tell me, how did that feel?
Well, it felt like I was lying on my bed at home, sleeping, not doing anything, having a break.
Did you feel relaxed?
Yeah, I felt like I was on holidays like now.
I felt like I was starting to breathe slower as I was looking at the art, and yeah, it was just interesting. I felt relaxed right here in the city.
What I'm hoping that people get out of a work like this is this sense of wonder and gentleness and curiosity, and some sense of some insight into ways they can influence the stress and relaxation responses. So I have had people send me emails several months after an exhibition saying I really reflected back on some of those techniques I was practicing and those experiments I was doing, seeing how I could change those things, and that can help us take some control over how we're responding to events around us.